Alright, is that okay? Alright, can you guys see me okay? It says that the camera is disabled. But it's not, is it? Like, I can see myself. Anyway, I'm making shepherd's pie. Been in the mood of making it for a couple of days. So, yeah. Anyway, cooking. I got to cut up, and today's episode of, pretty much, I'm going to cut a leek. Actually, let's see if I can. Oh yeah, aha, yeah, you can see what I'm cutting. So cutting a leek, but before I cut the leek, before I cut the spring onions, I'm only cooking as I speak. You guys can ask me questions. I'm not actually going to tell you exactly what my process is and how fabulous a cook I am, because I'm not an amazing cook, but like I do like to cook. All right, so when you make a shepherd's pie, you need mashed potatoes. So you've got to quarter them. Yeah, you quarter them like that. They're already washed and stuff. I've already like prepped everything. Yeah, so that's my prep. These carrots, I'm going to put them here. So that's not part of the mash. Yeah, and then I'm going to just keep quartering. So, and quarter again. Try to be a good wife. I prayed for years for a husband. So, you know, God answers my prayers. So I want to do what I can. Even though he can't eat dinner, he's not eating this because he works from like 4 p.m. to midnight. So what will happen is that this will be dinner for me and then lunch for him, if that makes sense, if you know what I mean. Like that. And then I'm just going to keep quartering. So another potato. I'm just getting rid of all the potatoes that we had. When I buy groceries, even though it's a little more expensive, I tend to purchase organic. But if we're really struggling, I don't care. I'll get like frozen veggies in a bag. It doesn't always have to be fresh, and you don't always have to go by your strict morals. Because I have obviously really strict morals, particularly regarding food and milk. Sorry about that. Maybe that'll have to do for now. But yeah, so I try not to like buy too, like with milk and stuff, like I would prefer to buy raw milk than pasteurized stuff. But anyway, right now I had enough money, so I spent the time to buy only organic fruit and veg. So all these potatoes that I'm quartering, I bought them from a place that's organic, and yeah. But then with if we were running really low on money, I would buy cheap vegetables and fruit. I wouldn't care about that so much. But when it comes to meat, I am never ever going to buy meat from Woolies or from Coles. Never going to happen. So either Aldi or a butcher. Meanwhile, I just finished eating my dinner after a long few hours of cooking. Oh, sounds like you're a good cook. Or at least you can cook for yourself what you like. When I lived in Sydney by myself, I learned that's where I sort of started learning how to cook on my own. But then, you know, when you're a child, you cook with your mum and your dad, and you have fun doing that. All right. Here are my potatoes. A lot. See? Lots of potatoes. I've already like washed everything. Look at that. Okay. Congratulations on your marriage, dear. I've been keeping you both in my... Can't read the bottom because the stupid camera's being annoying. Give me a sec, guys. I'm actually gonna fix this. Hang on. Both in my prayers. God bless from my family to you. Thank you. Hey, all right. So I'm gonna now pop all these potatoes. I know that I'm a political person and you guys probably want me to talk about politics. So if you want me to do that, ask me questions, but I'm just telling you what I'm doing as we go. So I'm about to pop all of these potatoes in the water that's supposed to be boiling there. Maybe you or your husband should take up hunting for meat. There's a don't know if I'd be comfortable killing an animal, but I do eat meat, so I guess that's called hypocrisy. Oh, it's on low. High. I could put it on high. All right, that's done. Hello. I think there's too much water. Okay, there was too much water, so I had to take it off. Anyway, so now I'll cut up some veggies. Also, I want to show you guys something. I'm proud of it. You guys won't be proud of it, but hang on. Okay, a lot of the time when I cook, people are like, you're so good at cooking, you're amazing, but nobody knows that I steal all my recipes from one of my favorite, like, people. So, I don't know if you guys have heard of this person, but Kristen Cavallari, she used to be on Laguna Beach and The Hills, and very Cavallari. Anyway, she's known for being a reality television star, but truthfully, I copy a lot of my recipes from... She's got 3 books. I've only got 2 of them. But truthfully, this recipe I'm making is not her. This is just stuff that I've seen. This is just stuff that I winged this one. This is shepherd's pie. There's no shepherd's pie in her books. But anyway, so that's that. Do you do cooking? I don't do cooking videos. I actually do political commentary, but because I'm like newly married, I thought I would cook and you guys could ask me questions about anything you want, political or not, but happy for you guys to ask me questions about anything. But anyway, favorite books. I'm putting my hair up because also, am I fat? I feel like I got fatter after my honeymoon. I don't like this. Hang on. Is that better? No, I don't like that. Hang on. That's a little better, I think. I'm not pretty, but thank you. Alright, this is my hair. Look, I literally have no makeup on. Unless that's why you're saying I'm pretty, then thank you. Alright, so now with the carrots, I'm going to get rid of the tips. This end, this end. See? Got rid of the ends. Right now, cooking for your husband is political though. Yeah, isn't that strange? Even though he's not going to eat it tonight, like that's the fact. He's not eating it tonight. He's not here. He works. So I'm going to cook it, eat my own slice of it for dinner, and then he's going to have leftovers for lunch tomorrow. So that's what we're doing. Now I can either cut the carrots. I know how to make noodles. Cool, I don't know how to make noodles. Certainly not from scratch. So I can use this instrument and just like grate away, or I can cut it into small slices. But I think I want to grate it. So yeah, anyone got any questions? Yeah, it is better. Yeah, to make your own noodles, that's awesome. Yeah, so I put up, actually, I'll tell you something interesting. Well, I think it's interesting. I've been really frustrated lately with the condition of Christians. I'm a Christian and I love Christians, and I think Christianity is making a comeback, which I think is great, and I think a lot of that has to do with the assassination of Charlie Kirk. I think perhaps God has a role for us all, and for Charlie Kirk, God was like, I'm going to bless you with this beautiful wife. I'm going to bless you with this incredible ability to debate. I'm going to have you do all these things, but you're going to lose your life at this stage of life, but it's okay, because I got you. I'm your savior. And now I think lots of people are reading Bibles and coming back into it, but I'm really bothered by shit Christians. I'm not saying I'm a great Christian. I'm not at all. But by shit Christian, I mean low character individuals. People that you spend time on, people that you invest in, people that say that they're Christian but don't behave like they are. That's what I'm referring to. Also, people who claim that they know when the end is near. It's like, oh, we're at the end, like Jesus is coming soon. How do you know? Why would Jesus and God trust you? Look, by the way, look at why. How do you think that you have the answers to these things? Why would God trust you with these answers and not like this person over here? Like, it's so rude and presumptuous for Christians to think that they have an answer. They have the answer to this certain question. Does her recipes include, I can't see more than that right now because my phone has a grey bar at the bottom saying the camera is disabled by company policy on this device. So you're just going to have to give me a moment. Give me a second, guys. I think someone just called me, but that's all right. All right. Next lot, so another one. Should probably just get rid of it all. It'll be easier if I get rid of all of the tips and ends. Alright, so I'm just going to keep grating carrots for my shepherd's pie. By the way, guys, if my husband calls, I'm going to stop the live. GBY, dear. GBY? Does her version of recipes include anything on game meat like venison? Oh, I haven't read the book in great detail. I just look through it from time to time and then I make a couple of choice meals. What is venison? Is that deer? But yeah, she's not a political figure, but she's actually quite political. She doesn't vax her kids. I don't think she took the COVID vax. Oh, how embarrassing. I just realized something really embarrassing. This is why people laugh at me. I think I'm supposed to take off this. I think I'm supposed to peel that off. That's funny. My husband's best friend is home. Am I supposed to take that off? I think I am, but I'm not sure. Oh, I'm not going to bother right now. I'm just going to keep grating. The worst is not the people who make end time predictions. It's the gullible, yeah, that is the worst. The stupid idiots that think I'm going to sell my cars. Like, just, if you think the end of the world is coming, just pray. Have your soul prepared. Alright, almost done. It's Dear Me. Ah, good. Go me. I thought it was. I had nothing. I had no reference for that. I just sort of guessed. Okay. Taking off the plastic. This is why I'm lovable. Alright. That makes more sense. Alright, I'm putting that there. Okay, cool. Just gonna keep grating away. Alright, I gotta turn down the... Okay, turn that down. Literally got no makeup on. Yeah, so don't be a false prophet. Don't be a bad Christian. Don't tell people that the end of the world is around the corner when you don't know the facts. It's okay to speculate. It's okay to say, hey guys, this is my theory. But stating it as fact is not correct. It's not a good thing to do. It's not right. You shouldn't do it. Ow. Bleeding. I'm a vampire. I like to suck my own blood. Alright, almost done. It's 4 carats worth. You going full Michelin? Full Michelin? I don't think I'll ever be in that area, but just cook what I can. But oh, I hope none of the blood. Just gotta. Yeah, I cut myself and now I'm bleeding, but it's alright. I'm not in pain or anything. Alright. Look at it. Saw this really good movie yesterday. It's an old movie, you guys wouldn't like it. But it's from the 1950s. It's about a woman who goes to Paris with her brother. And the guy from the Mary Poppins movies, the father of the 2 kids, he's in that movie. He's like younger in that movie. It's a psychological thriller. Give me a sec. Anyway, in the movie, they go to a hotel. She's like, please brother, can we stay here for a week rather than the 2 days that you planned? And he's like, oh, come on, like, we'll see. That's what happens. Anyway, and then he goes missing the next day. Hang on. And once he goes missing, okay, give me a sec, guys. So this is what it looks like. Like that. That's how I graded it for the shepherd's pie. Alright, one more. Anyway, in the movie, she can't find her brother. Suddenly, everyone's telling her, you didn't come here with a brother. And she's like, I came here with my brother. They're like, no, you didn't. She's like, I did. I was on the train and I came here with my brother. And they keep saying to her, you never came here with a brother. That's not true. And the whole movie, they convince her that she's wrong, that she never came to Paris with her brother. And eventually, she starts believing it. She's like, really? But she's positive that they're incorrect. And she's like, but my brother stayed in room 19 and I stayed in room 17. Anyway, eventually, it turns out that everyone lied to her for a reason. And the reason was that he had this he suddenly got ill with a really, really horrible illness, which today I don't think exists. It's called the bubonic plague. But for the reason that he got that particular illness, still bleeding. Yeah, so he got that illness and it was better because I think there was so much stigma in those days about the plague. It was better to just not address it. So, yeah, it's a really good movie. It's like It's like what you would watch today with a movie like Jodie Foster's Flight Plan, or Red Eye with Rachel McAdams, or I'm just trying to think of really good psychological thrillers. Anyway, so it's not like a psychological thriller the way today's is, but it's a thinker. It's like you're sort of wondering like, what kind of clues are there? Like today, it's like, oh, you leave a digital footprint and this and that. In those days, it's like everything was, God bless you. Oh, GBY, gotcha. All right, I'm almost done with grating the carrots. I think I also need to... Yeah, so it was a really good movie. You watch it on YouTube. You just write "so long at the fair." Yeah, for those who like old movies. But a lot of you probably don't. And also, we don't really have a great attention span these days anyway. Alright, there we go. Okay, there we go. Alright. Yeah, so I like old movies, especially. I can't read past that unless someone writes another comment below that. Alright, here we go. So, more grated carrots. Like that. Alright. Made a bit of a mess, but that's alright. Alright, and now the leek. Got rid of the bottom. People usually add celery. I didn't have any, so I used leek. I prefer the leek. I feel like it has more taste, more flavor. I don't personally believe that celery has much of a taste. So yeah. Ugh. Dropped it. It's just for me and my husband. And for the housemates if they want something. Alright, here we go. Also, I should probably add salt to the potatoes that I want to mash for later. I have always hated grating. Well, yeah. Look, blood. I like old movies. I especially like the original Ben-Hur. Is Ben-Hur Charlton Heston? But yeah, I like old movies. I feel like a lot of the movies we watch these days are crap. So if you ever want to like watch a good movie, like Planet of the Apes, the originals are great. Those are good movies. Okay, still cutting, still dicing. Yeah, I'm not gonna grate. I grated because I don't feel like carrot softens very well. So if you grate the carrot, I feel like that's a better alternative. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying, a lot of television shows these days have a political, lesbian agenda, gay agenda, trans agenda, abortion agenda. Like, just have a show that's a good show. You don't need to add all the extra political crap. It's just not required. So that's why I like a lot of old movies. They're great. I'm just gonna wash this again because I feel like, yeah, it needs to be washed again. Alright, there we go. Okay, that's all right now. I'll show you guys how it looks in a second, if you're actually interested. You know, can't do makeup tutorials, even though I love wearing makeup. Just haven't for a long time. Alright, this is what it looks like. Hang on. So that's my that's my leek. That is my carrot. And these are my pending mashed potatoes. Just put a bunch of salt in there. What up?
So.
That's my housemate. Alright, back here. Alright. 30 people watching.
Not bad. Not bad.
Well, I used to like do political stuff, so I think
now you're a chef.
Well, now they're watching me be a wife.
Now the tables are turned.
Yes, this was the man that DJ'd at our wedding. My husband's best friend happens to live here also. He's alright. He goes alright.
I remember that. I'm kidding.
Shut up.
I'll never be leaving anyway.
No worries. Stay safe.
You do.
Thanks. Alright, so put the carrots with the here. Alright, so I've just put it all together, even though this is not about me cooking at all. I just happen to be cooking while you guys can ask me whatever you want. But because none of you are asking questions, I'm just talking for the sake of talking. Alright, so now I'm going this pot, I'm going to put the mince in here with the grated carrots, the leek, and beef stock. Yeah, and all of that's going to go in here. Celery has a lot of crunch. It does, yeah. Yeah. So before I do that, I just want to I always add spring onions to anything I make savory because it's just, I don't know, it's the best thing God created. It's just delicious. So get rid of the ends. And stay safe on the internet with digital ID. Well, that's a depressing subject. I won't be able to go live in a few, I don't know. I'm not sure how it'll turn out in Australia. I feel like if you have a VPN, if you can avoid, I'm going to have to avoid YouTube eventually with the digital ID. But right now, I'm going to use it while I have it. And then once that all takes place, I'll just focus on being a good wife, a good person, a good mum. Well, if I have kids. I'm assuming God will give me kids. That. Alright, there we go. Alright. So, just gonna grab the camera. Alright, so this, I just turned on the thing. And that is, I need olive oil. So, olive oil. So that goes in there. Just eyeballing it. Okay. I've already pre-cut the onions. What are you doing in the kitchen? Get out and get a corporate job so you can be miserable like me. I think Clementine Ford said really horrible things about Charlie Kirk as well. There's a new lady that everyone's angry about. I think her name is Abby Chatfield. I feel sorry for her. I mean, she's an idiot, but I still feel sorry for her. I'm quite happy in the kitchen. I'm currently not working, which I'm happy about, but I need to get a job soon. Alright, so add that to here. Okay. And so just adding the spring onions to there. This is good. And look, it's boiling away. Look, I've got my dish ready for the what do you call it? To put the shepherd's pie in. Okay. Oh, it's starting to smell good. Alright, and then we add the mince. See, I bought it from Tasman. It is all fresh and it is grass-fed meats. Good fresh meats. Yeah. As I was saying earlier, how do I set this up? There we go. As I was saying earlier, it doesn't matter how poor I am, I will buy frozen fruit, frozen veg. No issues with that. No issues buying non-frozen fruit and veg at Woolies or whatever, or at Coles or Aldi. But when it comes to meats, I will only buy grass-fed meats. So there's that. I'm just gonna wet it quickly with water and then pop it in. Some people say don't wash it, some people say do wash it. I don't know, I'm just doing it because you guys are watching me. I wouldn't actually normally wash it, but I'm going to. Oops. My Gmail ID for YouTube is so old. Well, I feel like actually if you have had your account on Gmail forever, you probably don't need digital ID. They probably have tracked it. They probably know, oh, this person's had it forever. So yeah. Charlie has been haunting me in my sleep. He's always there, turning raging feminists. Bye. Okay, so now adding so now I don't know if I should add, that was I think 1 kilo. I don't know how many kilos it was. I think it was 1 kilo. That's probably not. I'm not really good at maths. Doesn't really say. It says 0.608. What does that mean? Anyway, I'm not sure if I should add a second lot because I do have it. So this is what I got. I don't think it's enough for a shepherd pie. Yeah, I'm gonna add a second lot. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add a second load. Give me a sec. It's so scary. Charlie Kirk reminded me. I actually cried when he died. I didn't expect to hear that day. Who you don't expect to hear anyone to death. Like Diane Keaton died of pneumonia yesterday. And I was like, Diane Keaton died? But she's 79, so you're kind of like, I like her movies and she did good. But I didn't expect a 31-year-old to be murdered. And again, people are saying that that's not even true. It was a hologram. It wasn't real. He's actually alive. Okay. Alright, see? More meat. Might need salt. Of course it needs salt. I haven't done any of that yet. At the moment it's just got the onion, the spring onion, spring onion, and a bit of olive oil. And also I'm going to bake it too, so. Did anyone ever watch a show when they were younger called Degrassi High and Degrassi Junior High? That show had political themes, but it was actually a pretty good show for teenagers. Alright. Give me a second, I'm gonna wash my hands. so I'm gonna mix that up. Yeah, that's way better. Tell me this isn't better than it was. G'day, disciple. Alright, sorry. Don't mean to make you guys look at my ugly non-makeup face. But here we go. Yummy, yummy. So I'm making shepherd's pie. I bought my meat from Tasman Meats because it's all grass-fed meat to grass-finished meat. But as someone very astutely said, it needs salt. It's a few things. So first, let's see what we got here. Let's see. Celery salt would be good because I didn't add any celery. Will you marry me? I'm already married. Cloves. Oops. Oh no, not that. Not cloves. I don't know what that was. Oregano. Let me have a smell. Yeah, that'll be good. Thyme. I always use thyme. Yeah, thyme is good. Put a fair bit of that in. Apparently last time I made this, my in-laws said, oh, you know what? It was good, but it didn't have enough seasoning. And I was like, shit, that's not good. So I want my in-laws to love it. Ground cumin. Ground cumin. Oh yeah, that'd be good. Just a touch, like barely a teaspoon. Barely. All right, that's in there. Celery salt. Okay. Oregano. Yep, that's going to be great. Dia is married, don't be creepy. This guy doesn't even know me. He's just being random. It's okay. I'm cooking for my husband, quite literally. Alright, so I've got some oregano in there. What else? Chinese 5 spice. Garlic. I'll add garlic. Always add garlic. Always, always add garlic. Okay. Probably a bit too much, but that's all right. Alright. I think I did a good amount of seasoning. I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like. That's all the seasoning, but I need to add the veggies, but veggies cook quicker than meat. I hope your mother-in-law isn't, I can't read the bottom yet. You're going to have to write nothing, like write 55555 and then press enter or something so I can see what you've written, because there's a grey bar at the bottom of my screen, so I can't see the whole thing that you've written. But I'll be able to see it if someone writes something underneath it. Anyway, so this will be good. And look, my mashed potatoes are gone. I should actually have this on, but it's gonna make noise, so I've left it off. Okay, so I'm gonna maybe not add the veggies yet. Right. Ooh, okay. Alright, now my husband loves chilies. Oh, hang on. Don't be creepy. I hope your mother-in-law isn't trying to one-up you in regards. No. She doesn't cook. I mean, she can cook, but her husband cooks most of the time. She's not an everybody loves Raymond type of a mother-in-law. Oh, it smells great. Hubby loves spice. I don't, but I figure like if I add a little bit of spice in there, he'll appreciate it. It's making me feel something. I don't know what you've written because I can't see it yet until someone writes below that. Then I'll see what you've written. I'll add a tiny bit of Cajun seasoning just because he likes spice even though I don't. I only added the tiniest bit, so I don't even think he'll notice. Alright, I'm gonna add the veggies. Are you guys ready? Oh, it's making me feel hungry, much like I feel like eating men. Ew, what do you mean by that? What brand phone do you have, dear? Apple, Android? I have a Samsung, I have an Android. The reason though that it's saying the camera is disabled is because I have a sensor on my phone that I didn't turn off. And then when I did finally turn it off, I didn't want to restart the live. So I know what the issue is. That's something that I made a mistake on. Alright, you guys ready? So, this is all washed, as you know, and it's all going in here. That. Alright, yummy. Alright, so now I've got to mix all that in. And I still haven't added any salt, so I'll do that now with the veggies in there. The veggies will mix with the mince. My own grandmother and our... Alright. Alright. Okay, here we go. I need this silicone thing. My own grandmother and someone are so much like Marie and Deborah. That's funny. And mum. Okay. Shepherd's pie, is it usually made with lamb mince? It isn't lamb. This is beef. Is it lamb? Did I say it was lamb? I just checked. It's beef. It's beef. It's beef. I don't know why you said lamb. Alright, here we go. You know how everyone's going crazy about Britney Spears' ex-husband, Kevin Federline? I actually want to read his book. I don't think Britney's right in the head. I think listening to his side of the story is only fair. And also, I'm not a feminist. I'm very much an anti-feminist, so of course I'm going to listen to the other side of that story. Remember guys, if my husband calls, I'm getting rid of the live. I'll get back into it, maybe, if I feel like it. But once he calls, because he calls me every night at about 9 o'clock, 9:30, during his dinner break, because he does the midnight shift, the graveyard shift. So while he's doing that, he wants to call me. I mean, I don't necessarily see the need for... I find it funny. I think men overcall their women. I feel like he calls me because he's worried about me, he loves me, and he wants to spend time with me. And so it's a routine we've now set up that every single night during his graveyard shift he calls me. Even if like I want to be watching a movie or something, I set that time aside for him. I'm gonna put an egg in there, not because I need to, but just because I think it holds everything together better. Alright. Hubby collects these. He collects them. I wash the shells, and then he mushes it, and he turns it and he puts it in the dog food. Not really sure why. That's just something he does. So now that I've used an egg, I'll wash it, and then he'll put it with his dog food. Actually, I'll show you. I think it's interesting. So, eggshells, 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 eggshells. Dog. Hi. Hello. Anyway. And then what he does with that is this. These are eggshells, and he adds that to their food, to his food. Not really sure why, but much like me, in terms of food politics, we have the same food politics. We both believe that, see there's the egg, there's the egg. We both believe that our food is bad for us, is dangerous, our food is overly processed. We believe all that stuff. And he believes that the food that we feed our animals is also overly processed. So he takes good care of his dog. Right. It's coming along well. It's just missing the peas. Let me grab the peas. There it is. Oh, I forgot the beef stock. Okay, I'll add the beef stock. Alright, give me a sec. Oh, still haven't added the salt. So, a bit of black pepper. Black pepper. Oh, I'm just gonna let my hair out. Ooh. Ooh, that's better. Now I look prettier. Oof, it's hard. It's not coming out properly. Alright, bit of pepper. some salt. Some people say iodized salt's bad for you. Some people say it's good for you. I don't know who to believe. I only call to ask for the shopping list because I keep forgetting it. No, he calls to tell me what has happened in like so far in his shift. He calls me to remind me about maybe I forgot to take my pill or something. Yeah, he's very involved. And I love that about him, but I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm just like, you don't need to call. But yeah, so once he calls, I will hang up. And then maybe I'll get back to it later. Alright, I'm going to put in the... So I bought this from Aldi. Yeah, I went to 3 different places today and I don't normally have that time. Today I happen to be free at the moment, so I have the time. But I wouldn't normally go to Aldi for this set of things, go to the organic grocer for this set of things, but I will always go to the butcher over a supermarket. Alright, so that's all cooking, and beef stock's going in. Don't think I need to put all of it. Alright, here we go. Yeah, that's about right. How are my potatoes going? I'd say that's probably ready for me to mush. Okay. Don't know if I should use the whole bottle. I can probably put a bit more in. Alright, there we go. If you don't like my armpit, don't watch. I can't help it. It's there. There's my armpit. My armpit's there. Anyway, alright, so now there's some I can use. I can use some of this for like pasta or like a different dish on another day. Alright. My mama. Hi, mama looks good. Thanks. It smells good too. Alright. So, yeah, I can't help my armpit, alright? I know someone complained about my armpit. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I have an armpit. Alright. So I now need a lid. Where's the lid? Alright, alright. Now, if you need salt, you can borrow some from me because I'm pretty salty. Good one, Clementine. Good one. Alright. Something that's pretty cool. I went to a $2 shop today and I bought this. So that you can put your... I keep like putting the saucepan or the frying pan here, but it's not good to do that because you're going to damage your cutting board. So I can put it here. Alright, give me a sec. Alright, look at that that. Like that. Place it right there, see? No issues. And I guess I'll keep that going for a second. All right, give me a sec, guys. How do I do this? Turn it back around like that. All right, beautiful. So, all right. All right. All right. Pull that here. Alright, so this is what that looks like. I just pop that there, and I'm going to put that back in there because I now need to mash them. Alright. Put my hair back up. Also, I gotta say, Taylor Swift's getting a lot of hate at the moment, and I used to be a Swiftie. I'm not gonna say I wasn't. I was about to say I'm no Swiftie. I was a Swiftie. I don't hate the girl. I do think she is nasty, or at least has the capacity to be nasty, or has been nasty. But like that. Alright. So now I'm gonna mash the potatoes and add cream. I add cream. I don't know about you guys. I add sour cream. Yum. One of these. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I did pretty good. I'm just going to turn the fan on. Sour cream. I forgot that I had yogurt. This, if I don't use it up, it's gonna like die. So I've got to use it like soon. So I'll use it. I don't normally add yogurt, but I'm sure that will make it okay. Alright. Let's begin with the sour cream, which is a must if you're making mashed potatoes. You guys can't see, can you? Alright, that's done. I love sour cream. It's just me who lives in this house, so it's alright. Gonna add the lamb. It's lamb's yogurt. It's natural sheep milk's yogurt. Gonna add that to my what do you call it? Mashed potatoes. People usually use like butter or milk. I use sour cream. I would normally add butter, but I'm adding yogurt because if I don't use it, it's gonna go to waste. Maybe it'll be a game changer, who the hell knows. Alright, that's done. It's alright. So I'll just show you that. And then you just mush away. Yeah, I was going to add butter. I often add butter. Exactly. Maybe I should still do that. Should I still add butter in addition to all this? Can't hurt, can it? Thought I had too many potatoes. Like I thought, oh, this is crazy. I've added too many potatoes. It's okay. Maybe I'll add a bit of butter. Oh, the smell of that beef with that beef stock, with the leek and with the grated carrot, amazing. Okay, this mashed potato is looking good. With more salt. BC has taken your... I don't think I need to add melted butter. I think it's okay. Yeah, I was going to add this because I bought this at Aldi, but I don't think I need to. Now I just have a nice new packet. I just used up that and the yogurt. I think this is going to be a nice healthy, delicious mashed potato. Which means I can turn off the stove. I would add more butter, but I think it's fine. I'm going to add now the peas into here because that's the last stage because then I need to oil this pan. Right. For dinner, I'm having by myself, because hubby's not here, but he'll eat this for tomorrow. This will be his lunch. So for me, it's my dinner. Shepherd's pie. It's one of the things I'm good at making. I don't pretend that I'm a good cook, but I'm good at a few meals, if that makes sense. I have certain meals I'm good at. Alright, so I'm gonna pour the bag of frozen alright, like that. Don't need to use trays. This is what I've done. Tell me. I haven't added the whole bag. There's still some in here, but I don't think I need to. I think it's sufficient, right? Alright, so sorry guys, I'm so not pretty. Alright. Very brown, but I'm not pretty. Oh, yummy. It is yummy. Daisy, I know you wrote, oh, yummy. I don't know if it was removed by a moderator or not, but it is yummy. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to close that. Got some peas for another dish. Now I'm going to oil the pan with my olive oil. Also, when you buy olive oil, make sure you buy 100% olive oil. Alright, I'm gonna pop this here. Keep mushing my alright, that looks good. Oh, I forgot to put this back in the fridge. Alright, so now I'm just going to oil the pan. Bought myself one of these from like a $2 shop. That's the pan. This is originally my mum's pan. I took a lot of, when I was living at my parents' house, I stole a lot of their stuff. This is also from my parents' house, which now lives here at my house with hubby. So yeah, just brushing the sides. Oh, I've got to turn the oven on too, because this has to bake for a while. I'm going to turn the oven on. Alright, just preheated the oven. Should have done that earlier. Peas will give you explosive. I suppose so. Alright, there we go. Alright, that's pretty well oiled. Look at that. Okay, mashed potatoes I'm gonna put here. And alright. Alright, so now I've got to pop everything in here. I think I've made too much, to be quite honest. I'm not gonna pull out another pan until I know for sure. I need one of these bad boys. And then I'll just pop it in here. Show you what I'm doing. Oh wow, that's greasing up. Alright, so I'm just popping this into here. To be quite honest, this is the first time I've grated the carrot as opposed to just finely chopping it. I think grating is better as long as you don't cut your fingers. Yeah, highly recommend buying these. You can get these from like a little Chinese $2 shop. It's just really good for putting your pots and pans on. Because I've been putting it on this and it affects the wood. It's better using. Alright, hang on, so like that. That. Oh, it's possible I made enough for this one pan, but it's also possible I made too much. All right. Like that. All right, I think that's sufficient. I made too much. All right, that's fine. So that's that, and now I need to add this on top. All right, so how do we do that? All right, I need another spoon. I'm trying to transition out of using plastics and only using copper, but at the moment I got to use what I got. I look really fat. I'm not that heavy, but I look really fat. I think I'm skinny fat. All right, hang on. that. All right. Peas will give you explosive diarrhea. Oh, maybe. I'll take your word for it. I already have diarrhea, so it's not gonna make much difference. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Oh, I forgot to add the cheese. I'll have to add it on top. Normally I mix the cheese. Normally I add like mozzarella cheese and okay. I guess I can put it on top for a point of difference. All right. All right. I'm gonna get some cheese. We've got mozzarella and pasty. Alright, so if I had the money, I wouldn't buy cheese from any supermarket. I would only get it from like proper good real cheese. Alright, so tiny bit on the top. It's gonna melt anyway. Yeah, again, mix it in because it'll melt with this. But oh, I love cheese. It's not too much. I don't want to add too much. I never add too much anyway, but and then a little mozzarella. All right, now I'm putting it in the oven.